Can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here, you need to put this all up in your espressos. Baby, put your foot in your shoe.
They go play action. Trubisky. He'll find his tight end. That's Ben Broniker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's caught. It's Miller. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Trubisky. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Hey, that looked like Ron. Put a little more hair off the top, though.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. To throw is Cousins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 53 yards.
Ooh.
That's a big-time pitch and catch
But why
right
would you
there.
put it in
Partner, I
there?
remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 59 Mike. Check.
Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down.
I got you.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 14 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Try to run it in. They did.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Well, they got the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
No, you keep it. Just by a couple more. I set them on top of them. They can go on top.
Have to be all 4 stacked up. It could be 2-2-2.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start clock
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. From the gun, it's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton there to make the grab. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. On 1st down, Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Check, 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 check.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Play. You have to get tired of seeing me. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
In your face. Check three.
Throwing, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Hey, Haywood. Check. Walk 54. It's out here.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Trubisky now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First down, Chicago.
Trubisky now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is... It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing.
Oh, here, stick
Gotta
this
wonder
nigga,
what
man.
adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Trubisky will throw. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Trubisky on first down. That's complete right side to Gabriel. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let him know, let him know.
Trubisky to throw again.
Come on, pick it.
Incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, go, 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 go. Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
18. Jim. Hey, dude.
Now it's Trubisky. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they take a 17-14 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They start the drive with Cook, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch your slap, watch your slap. Watch your 48. Hey, check 24.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Gun. Hey, Delta.
They'll try and throw for it here. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys have the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, it's Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
I bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Kill, kill, kill.
Back to the ground, Cook. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They run again on 1st down. Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Here's Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up. Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they let him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And this is Gabriel on the catch.
Come on, they're letting this nigga catch every fucking ball.
And a first down for the Bears. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Throwing now is Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Sherrills to return it. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Gun.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, Alpha.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
The hood. Where's the hood?
Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is through. It is good. Dan Bailey, the hero as time expires. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points
That was a
get
close
scored
one right there.
on the kickoff.
Oh man, my
At the end of the game, they
heart
do what they have
pounding.
to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it.
Man, he kept squeezing that ball in between two defenders, and he was catching them all. Like, God, they ain't try to pick nothing off.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
Damn, that was a good game.